Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We are from Group 1. Member of the group are me, Zakia Salihah. Okay, the first presentation by me. I will explain about what is literature. Literature is a sort of reference that is used in various kind of activity in the world of education or other activity. Literature can also be interpreted as a reference used to obtain certain information. Literature, according to the Glossary of Library and Information signed in 1983. Literature is reading material that can be used in all activity that are intellectual or recreational in nature. Next. Okay, this is literature words for. Number one, assist user in finding the necessary information. The second one, strengthen the information obtained from the analysis or hypothesis. And the third one, additional information as a complement to the information. Okay, the next presentation by Tria Dinda Presilia. Tria Dinda Presilia, time is yours.
Okay, I will explain French literature. The first one, provide basic information or direct explanations about the problem you want to know about to remove doubts about the definition. And the second one, improve skills and ability to use basic information source. And the last, support activity or research activity. Here there's three types, literature and example. The first, primary literature is research literature whose contents have never been published before, and the example is thesis, journal, and paper. Number two, secondary literature. Literature is made based on reference or citing primary literature, and the example is abstract and newspaper magazines. And the last, tertiary literature. Tertiary literature is literature that contains information in the form of instruction for obtaining secondary literature. And the example is index list.
Alright guys, I will explain about theory, convention and innovation. What is a convention in literature? Convention in literature is a genre defining characteristic or an element of a genre that novel, poem, short story, or other literary word use that helps readers understand the genre is in. And what about innovation? Innovation has the same meaning with variation or new idea. And in literary work, innovation is used to improve the idea in story, poem, or drama. So, these are interrelated to each other. So, all stories use conventional elements. If they didn't, the readers don't know what kind of story they were reading. So, for example, a horror story without mystery, suspense, dark scan, or images, adventure, and scary characters, it wouldn't be a horror story, right? So, convention and innovation in a story that combine to each other. Next, why the convention and innovation in literature? The convention the question of convention versus innovation becomes very crucial because literature as well as other arts has always existed in the continuum where there is a contestation between convention and innovation. According to 2003, the one thing that is decisive in coloring research on literature or the science of literature in the contestation between convention and innovation. This contestation does not suffer uniformity in its role. In more traditional society, the work of literature has always tried to adhere to the convention. On the contrary, innovation makes a work more valuable in a more modern society. So, wait a minute. In literary work, have always been keen to challenge the convention and put forward some innovation in the way they're creation to make their literary work more interesting to read by readers. That's why we need convention and combined with innovation. Literature has three general genres. Literature has number one is drama. The word drama is derived from the Greek word and dram means to do or to act. So drama is literary work is performed by mention or action. These are action in it. And second, poetry. Poetry is created in various forms and the classification is based either on the technique of writing or content. So, poetry is given of elements of expression, expression of feelings and ideas by use the distinctive style and rhythm. I think that's all. So next will be explained by Kasih.
Okay, for people of literary elements, number one, conflict. A conflict is literary linguist characterized by a struggle between two opposing forces. Conflict profit crucial consent in any story and is used to drive the narrative forward. Second, dialogue. Stylized written or spoken exchange between two or more people. It is a form of communication between characters. 3. Setting. The time and place in which the story is told. This could be a real place or someone completely fictional. Number 4. Conclusion. A conclusion is intended to help the reader understand the story. For example, do you know Harry Potter story by J.K. Rowling?
Yes.
And for example, element is fantasy genre. Like a Harry Potter story, in the Harry Potter use magic, adventure, and character. So, Harry Potter story include in fantasy story. And innovation in Harry Potter is how can them attract audience and any idea that make the film. And thank you.
Okay, I think that's all from group 1. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Question and answer.
Oh ya.
Please go to the laptop dari sini.
Oh ya.
The question and answer session.
So thank you for group 1. Now we will do this
wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Wisnu Purbo, and I am the representation from Group 4. So my question is, there's a slide that are questioning why is Harry Potter's novel is quite famous, right? And you guys didn't give us the reason why Harry Potter story is so familiar in the world. And I want to know why Harry Potter story is so familiar in the world. And one more, can you kasih repeat the convention of the Harry Potter is fantasy, right? And the innovation is what? Because I couldn't hear you clearly before. Do you guys understand that? Right. Thank you so much from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thank you for this book. Maybe other group. Do you have any question?
Yeah. Other groups? More questions? From other groups? Oke, kalau nggak ada, jawab dulu aja yang oh, oke.
My name is Marta Deva Afifa. I'm from Group 5. My question is, tadi, can you express in English?
In English.
There is an literature elements contribution. Can you guys give me an example from a contribution? Maybe.
Okay, maybe other group. Is there a group?
Another group?
Hello everyone, my name is Anastasia. Question for group 1. My question is, the type of literature is primary, secondary, and tertiary. Why the type is in the literature?
What the type of
Yeah. What example of the types literature?
the example of those types of literature.
Yes. Thank you.
Ada lagi yang bertanya atau kita batasin dulu 3 aja?
Okay, thank
Nanti
you
kalau ada
for,
boleh di
for the question from group 4 and group 5. From the people. For group 1, please explain this. Thank you.
loved by many British people, and especially the four novel Harry Potter and Goblet of Fire. The story is good and special at children because it is magic scam. So because it's famous in England and the film and translated to various countries in the world, that's why the story is famous all over the world. And at the
I will add some answer. Maybe we know convention is a genre and innovation is what a variation that put in that story, right? We know Harry Potter has a fantasy genre, and I think why this novel being famous because J.K. Rowling such a make the story more interesting and more valuable to readers, and such as that Harry Potter is brave man that so many children love about magic, and that's why this story being famous.
Can we ask a more?
Sure. Well,
Sorry guys. Actually, you guys already mentioned the convention and innovation from Harry Potter series, right? And I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you guys clearly before. So I wanted you guys to repeat what is the convention and innovation. Cassie already said that before, and I just wanted to hear it again because before I couldn't write it properly. So yeah. The convention and innovation. Cassie said that the convention is about fantasy things, and I couldn't hear the innovation one. So I wanted to write it down. Can you guys repeat it clearly?
So you want Cassie
Yeah, whoever.
repeat
Yes.
her answer.
Yeah. No, not her answer.
Innovation.
Yes, your presentation about convention and innovation in Harry Potter series.
Element is fantasy genre, like a Harry Potter story. In the Harry Potter use magic, adventure, and character. So Harry Potter include in fantasy story. And innovation in Harry Potter is how can them attract audience and any idea that make the film booming. Thank you.
That make them, sorry,
Film booming.
feel
booming.
booming. Oh,
Booming.
I see.
You sell books.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I will answer the question from Orina. Example of literature types. Number one is primary literature. Primary literature can use from research magazine, business literature, thesis, doctor thesis, research report, scientific marketing reports, patents, standard and article, audio recording, diaries, internet communication, journal article, and etc. The second one is secondary literature. Secondary literature, example from index, summary, scientific book, development journal, the documentary survey, or thematic bibliography, geography, encyclopedia, newspaper, magazine, and dictionary. The last one is tertiary literature. Example, literary manual such as bibliography, search dictionary, list of books or magazine, index list, catalog, abstract, main magazine.
Do you guys mean that literature in article or something like that? Apakah literaturnya literatur yang ditulis di artikel atau gimana? Yang types of literature ini? Apakah types literature types yang dibikin ini it's for article or what? Karena dari explanationnya tadi it's for article or for kayak apa namanya skripsi or something like that literature. Karena dalam bab 2 dalam skripsi itu ada yang namanya teori apa related literatur kalau nggak salah. Tahu literatur apa gitu, that's it. Bukan yang literatur yang kita pelajari sekarang. So ini tipe-tipe literaturnya. The primary literatur, secondary, ada tertiary, tertiary.
Kami ambilnya yang secara aja lah, secara itu
Dari kapit.
yang secara keseluruhan aja.
Keseluruhan maksudnya ini cari di internet.
Ya.
Probably bukan literatur itu yang dimaksud sama yang di dalam literatur types itu. Kalau literatur types yang ini itu untuk jenis-jenis literatur yang bisa kita gunakan di dalam skripsi, dalam penulisan apa namanya suatu karya ilmiah. Contohnya kayak secondary literatur itu kan based on reference or citing primary literature. Jadi biasanya dalam skripsi itu ada yang namanya kita men-citing someone's opinion, especially the expert's opinion. Jadi gunanya itu to support our ideas toward something. Jadi menyupport ide kita terhadap apa namanya? Misalnya kita ngomong sesuatu bla bla bla, terus ada expert lain yang menyupport ide kita, biar lebih meyakinkan pembaca atau orang yang mendengarkan gitu. Jadi ini literatur tipe yang dibikin ini lebih condongnya ke yang apa namanya scientific for scientific purposes, bukan untuk literatur yang kita pelajari, ya. Oke, nggak apa-apa, lanjut aja dulu ya.
I will answer question number 2. The meaning of conclusion. The conclusion is intended to help the reader understand the story. A conclusion is not merely a summary of your points or a restatement of your story problem, but a synthesis of key points.
Do you understand?
Can you repeat? I think that.
The conclusion is intended to help the reader understand the story. A conclusion is not merely a summary of your point or a restatement of your story problem, but a synthesis of key points.
Yang lain ada pertanyaan dari kelompok lain? I have a question. Can you back to the third slide? The third slide. Previous. Setelahnya. Ini. Sebelum ini. Literature works for. There are three literature works for di sana? Can you explain me each of them? Boleh nggak tolong dijelaskan? Assist users in finding necessary information. How literature guides you to find the necessary information in that text or something like that. And also strengthen the information obtained from the analysis or hypothesis. Coba di-explain juga additional information as a complement to the information. Coba di-explain juga ya.
In English.
Yes, English.
Okay, number one, assist is finding the necessary information. Sometimes we can use literature to untuk memperkuat data kita. For example, to penelitian. Jadi kita di reference-nya bisa menambahkan link buku apa yang kita apakan gitu.
That's the point. Did you put this source here? This source of your, this source of your literature di sini? No? That's the reference. Yeah. Makalah. Makalahnya ada.
Back to the data.
Okay, thank you so much for group 1 for the explanation and documentary. What is literature and literary convention and innovation? Can we give an applause for group 1?